The Colombian police captured 5 people during raids in the city of Medellin and of course surrounding areas of the city in connection with the terrorist attack that was recently perpetrated in the border city of Cucuta, in the airport of the border city of Cucuta. As we previously reported here on Newsweek, 1 civilian and 2 police officers were killed in the Cucuta airport after 2 bombs exploded in a terrorist operation. In a statement, the Colombian police said that it managed to capture 3 men and 2 women who were deeply connected and were part of this terrorist operation in Cucuta. The statement also points out that these 3 men and 2 women will be taken to Cucuta in short notice in order to face multiple charges, including terrorism and aggravated homicide. To this point, it remains unclear who is exactly the main responsible behind this terrorist operation on Colombian soil. It remains unclear which is the group that is behind the bombings on the Cucuta's airport. As we reported previously, Colombian Defense Minister Diego Molano made some pretty delicate comments in which he somehow responsibilized the Venezuelan regime for this situation. After all, he essentially suggests that it is quite possible that the ELN or FARC are the main responsibles for this operation, that either ELN or FARC are the terrorist group that essentially committed these bombings. So, on this point, the way that the Defense Minister Diego Molano suggests that the Venezuelan regime was part of this was by pointing out something that everyone knows, that according to different intelligence reports and according to different reports from independent media, the Venezuelan regime provides safe haven to the ELN and especially to the mobilized, the armed faction of the FARC. The Venezuelan regime provides safe haven for both terrorist organizations, and the Venezuelan regime also allows these terrorist organizations to be part of the illegal mining operations in the South American country, in Venezuela. So, getting to this point, the fact that these terrorist organizations are fully protected by the Venezuelan regime in another country that it is almost impossible for Colombian authorities to penetrate, this means that both terrorist groups can easily organize different types of violent operations against the Colombian state from Venezuela, which makes it quite difficult for the Colombian state, for the Colombian authorities to stop. So we need to see what is going to happen, because after all, to this day, to this point, it remains unclear which group is exactly the responsible for this attack, for this terrorist operation on the Cucuta airport. Of course, every single detail and every single element indicates that we could be talking about another terrorist act by the ELN or the FARC, which are pretty famous for being the 2 largest Marxist guerrillas in Colombia and of course in South America. So everything that is going to happen over the next few days, of course, we will informing you here on Newsweek. Reporting from Medellin, Colombia, Luis Orozco, Newsweek.